Well, we have a few things to cover to make your baseball swing work better now that you're swinging a golf club. Okay, number one, the grip. So in baseball, of course, your hands are around it. The thumbs are around like you see here. And that allows you to bend your arms in a different way and get ready for that baseball as it comes in. Of course, in a golf swing, we have the totally different grip in the fingers, thumbs down the shaft, both hands turn a little to the right. And that gives you the control you need to keep your arms extended and cock your wrists back here instead of just bending your wrists a little and then bending your arms like you would for a baseball bat. Okay, the second thing you have to work on is turning on your backswing instead of shifting. Baseball, a lot of times that front foot comes up and there's a big shift to the back foot. There's not a lot of turn, and then they're turning more back this way to hit it. In golf, though, you really want a pivot that goes right around. So you can imagine for a baseball player, they're not used to turning the body back to the right. They're used to just staying there or shifting. So the golf swing is very, very different. So once that grip is good, got that set up, now you have to teach baseball players to get that body moving, get those shoulders and hips turning in a circle like this, going all the way back, and that gets you loaded up and ready to go for a golf shot. Once you're turning back really good, I talked about it a little bit in the first couple clips there, where you got to get those arms extended, especially this front arm. Left arm for a right-handed golfer really has to stay extended as you're rotating back, and that gives you that golf width or extension that you need to be consistent. A lot of baseball players will go back, then they just bend the arms like they've got a bat. They stop turning here, arms collapse, and they start coming across it, really chopping down to the left, which starts to create some of that slice. Now the next point is the most critical point of all. If you don't get this right, if you're a baseball player trying to switch to golf, if you don't get this right, you just won't hit the ball straight. And that is the timing of how your arms and club work coming through the impact area here. With a baseball bat, we talked about your back here, you spin, the handle of the bat comes in, and the barrel comes through, and your arms eventually cross way after the impact of when you strike the ball. But in a golf shot, your arms have to come down, they're extended, they're longer, and the arms must cross like you see here. There has to be a rotation. So the forearms are actually turning as you go through right at the bottom. And for a lot of baseball players, they have to feel this twisting motion or crossing of the forearms very early because they're so used to being fast and spinning out of the way that they don't have time to get the arms to cross. So I get them crossing those arms very early, trying to get the ball to take off more to the left, simply because they've been hitting so many off to the right. Once they learn to cross those arms and get that ball going off to the left, they're kind of home free. They've now learned to hit the shot to the left instead of right. So now they can move to the last point, which is weight transfer. So the last point really is getting that weight moving to the front leg, because baseballers always are spinning, getting the weight on the back foot as they open up, hitting this way. If you do that in golf, of course, you're just going to slice it off to the right. If you get your forearms rotating like we talked about earlier, and your weight is back, it's going to go way, way to the left. So once it starts going to the left a little bit, then the last thing to work on is have the player moving forward, getting the weight moving up to the front leg, and finishing all the way up on the front leg, the real golf finish, all the way over here with your weight, so you can actually pick your back foot up off the ground to make a full finish. As you can see, working with baseball players is really challenging because we have to get the ball away from that right side fence and down the middle, and it takes a few steps to get there. Well, I hope those tips help you, and I hope your favorite team does better than Larry's poor Giants did today against the Yankees. We'll see you in the next video.